Here we go, Warriors fans. It is Harold Matthews Cup Finals time. Week 1 action as our Warriors took on the Roosters. And these highlights are brought to you by Warriors Anonymous, the online store. Head to warriorsanonymous.co.nz if you're in New Zealand, or warriorsanonymous.com.au for wherever else you are on the planet. Get your streetwear today from Warriors Anonymous. The streetwear looking good. Now, big rematch between the Warriors and the Roosters. They had an epic clash last week. The Roosters took the points right on the buzzer. What would happen this week over at Leichhardt Oval? Well, a bit of a bobble there from the kickoff, but it didn't go forward, so the Roosters could carry on here and get things underway. Warriors playing in the white strip from the right to left of your screen. Here's a good run by Dougal Grant. Looked like he almost got over there, asking the question of the referee, but just short. Plays it back for Drayton Marriott on the last, and he looks to crash over, but the Roosters hold firm. Good defence there from the Tricolours right at the back. Warriors would come knocking again. Give it to Bishop Neal, the chess piece. Look how strong he is in the tackle there. Still hard to get onto his back. Plays it back now for Marriott, and across it will come to Tyson Hansen. He's been a handful all season as Hansen, and he plays it back once again to Marriott, looking for runners. Alapati Tusa puts the ball outside to Jeremiah Lemana. It comes out to Alexander Boer. Appealing for the try there. Held up just short of the line. You can see the Steedham there. A little bit of room between the white line. The Warriors now run it again through Grant in the close quarters. The Roosters hold him up. A few seconds later, they come across to Ronan Byford. He plays the ball right in front of the sticks. Comes across for Alapati Tosa. He gets tackled there, but shrugs away and cuts through for the first try. Warriors strike first in this finals match. Bit of an interesting opening period, both teams. A lot of errors. Trying to get sorted and get set for this. And the Warriors got a little bit of sustained pressure, and across it came. Tosa shrugged away. The defence was all going the other way, so we just darted back inside. Happy to get things started there. A little run down the short side as well to Swane Maasi. He almost broke it there. Good run from him. Played it back on the 20-metre line. There's Marriott causing issues for the defence there. Keeps going. Still going, Drayton Marriott. A few metres out from the line as he plays it back. Tosa and it comes to Byford. Coming to the left. He's dragged down there. He had men on the outside. It's the last tackle. Plays it back to Bishop Neal. Oh, the chess piece. Here he goes. Over he goes. Just too big and too strong. This is the under-17s grade, and this guy is a monster already. Bishop Neal. What a prospect. He's had a great year. And we'll see it on the replay here. Out of dummy half. Last tackle. A little bit of footwork he put on the number 6 there. And over he went. Warriors add to their tally 10 points to 0 as the kick would go wide. Now, straight from the kickoff, the ball would come out, but it gets put down. Roosters get a little bit of juice from that, and they put on the attack. Coming to the left, out they come. Good up and in defence, and across it comes to the winger. And the ball comes free there in the tackle. Good defence there from the Warriors to keep things under control. Here's the kick coming up from Tusa. The chase coming through from Hinkley Ioka. The chasers looked onside, but I think Hinkley Ioka was offside. And he was the one who ultimately went up and caught that. Otherwise, it would have been another 4-pointer right under the sticks. Warriors keep coming. Note, here's the number 16, Luffy Tuanai. He's been invaluable for them off the bench so far this year. Out to Neal, the footwork again, the strength again, gets the arm free. Parekahu Kepa in 18, playing in the left centre position. Gets dragged down a few metres shy of the line. As they come to the right again, Luffy Tuanai. Wrapped up by a couple, but stays on his feet. And he plays it back for Marriott. Looking for runners this time, Tusa. Grant, one of his typical runs, angling in. And he plays it back for Drayton Marriott with the dummy and go. And over he goes. Another try for the Warriors here, right by the sticks. Don't they love that? Stung into action after a lapse in the second half last week. Drayton Marriott here just spied a little gap up the middle, too much pressure. The Warriors made them pay. Tusa Sawangia adds the extras. It is 16 points to 0. At the end of the first half, what would happen in the second half? Remember, they were up 24-6 last week. Got to keep the roll going here. They start well with a good sustained bit of pressure. What a run from Amasio Tsiatsia. Gets the ball away to Luffy Tuanai, featuring a lot since he's come off the pine. He plays it back for Marriott. They come across to the left. Numbers now. Bishop Neal decides to spin around and try and go himself. The cover defence gets across and forces the handover. Could that be a big play? They left a couple of tries on the board last week as well. The Roosters getting rocked by some defence there. Alexander Boer with his unique brand of justice getting up and hammering him. Look at this. Some more tenacious D. That's Tusa Sawangia and Suane Maasi in there. Driving back a second rower. The Roosters, they come to the right. Good run here from the number 12, Jackson Rodwell. Took a couple of them to bring him down. As the Roosters bring it back left. Short ball, but good defence once again. Big hit put on the number 10 there, Teisina. They forced a mistake, but the Roosters will keep coming. More left-hand side play again. They come out to the centre. And what a tackle in the end from Boer. Magnificent defensive work. Holds him up just short of the line. And the Roosters doing a lot of attack in the second half, and the Warriors just repelling it. Finals footy, don't you love it? Still 16-0 as the minutes start to tick down. What can the Roosters do here? Across it comes for Metcalf. And he ships it out. Good shift for Charlie Webb. Apparently he's related to Brent Webb, Warriors' great fullback. He's out there running around like his famous uncle. Out it came from Lachlan Metcalf. Good interplay here and a well-timed pass as Webb just shot around. He's got some great acceleration, this young man. Scored a good try for them last week as well. Roosters down 16-4. Charlie Webb again. Look at this. This is the next set. The kick comes across. Bouncing. And Jeremiah Lemana manages to keep the ball in play. Miracle. That was a fantastic kick. Jeremiah Lemana got there. Scrambling. And they'd need to scramble some more here. Look at this. Straight through they go. Tristan Ross gets the ball. And Alexander Boer again gets back. Makes the tackle. Lachlan Metcalf, they know they got them stretched, puts the kick up. Here come the chasers. Into the arms of Hinkley Ioka. Hang on a minute, we're going the other way. Away it comes to Parekahu Kepa. The centre is away. He is in clear air. Has he got the speed to get there? He's showing a bit of strain, but the number 18 will go over for the try. What an incredible play. That is unbelievable. Let's have a look at this on the WA replay. Bit going on here. The kick comes across, Ioka gets up, hands up. Great piece of skill, steps past a couple of defenders. He's been doing this since he's come into the grade earlier in the year. And Parekahu Kepa, he looked up. And I tell you what, that 80 metres in front of him probably looked like about 4K at this point. As the winger came across in vain, Felipe Fakauho tried to chase him down. But Kepa always had the speed to get there and land. An absolute hammer blow. However, the Roosters ain't going to give up. You know about Roosters, they fight. Charlie Webb here. Making play after play, the number 6. And he plays it back. Across it comes to Metcalf. Looking for runners on the outside. And gets it away for his number 11. This is Tulevu. He is brought down just short of the line. Warriors having to try and hang on again here. Even though they're up by 16. It still feels incredibly tense. They play the ball back right in front of the sticks. Across it comes for the number 8. Leilua. And he is held just short of the line there. Roman Leilua plays it. His dummy half. Metcalf. And intercepted. Away it comes to Suane Maasi. breaks free from the tackler. What are we going to do here? Some of the plays in the last 5 minutes have been absolutely unbelievable. Incredible defense and attack. Some more coming up here. Great chip and chase. Well picked up. And the backwards roll there from Bastian Armstrong. Gets back up again, throws the dummy. Good scrambling defense from the Warriors in the last couple of minutes of the game. They're still pushing. I remember last week. They don't want to have any let-ups. Good run here from the number 12. Jackson Rodwell. Fighting with them to get to his feet. Later in the set they come across. And the ball comes free. Just put down there by Lachlan Metcalf. But it's looking like the Warriors are the goods here in week 1 of the finals. Looking to just shut it down. Or perhaps, maybe they're not going to shut it down. Out it comes to Kepa again. Gets it out. Oh my goodness. Hinkley Ioka. Inside ball. Well caught there by Luke Lemalu. Looking for support. The Roosters drag him down. And that is all she wrote. The last quarter of that game had some absolutely incredible plays. And the Warriors come out of that one a tough one. 20-4 victors. And they move on to week 3. They get a week off next week. They skip the semis. They get a prelim final. It's a one-game shootout to get into the grand final with the team still TBC. A couple of games to come after the Warriors' first round win. So we'll wait and see what happens there. The live stream going to be coming through on Bar TV Sports for that one. Looking forward to it. One game from the grand final. Can you believe it? Could they get a second consecutive premiership? We'll find out. In a couple of weeks' time, we'll have the highlights as well on Warriors Anonymous. Up the wires. Go the Warriors!